Hello, it is a dark episode for, I believe, August the 4th, 2022. Let me just double check that. Yes, I would be correct on the whole August the 4th thing. And I've got fan running in the background. It's kicking out exhaust of some sort from the house, and it's always here. So sometimes it's here, sometimes it's not. Um, I today finally, after thinking about it for my August goals video, I was like, oh, I'm thinking about a booktube slash YouTube project. Something where, I'm doing all this vocal work, I'm doing all this internal work. And, I am doing reviews of books, and I will continue to do reviews of books. But those are always just sort of my reactions to the books. They're not, I'm reading the book, I'm thinking about it, I'm making some notes sometimes, but it's sort of just a reaction, and I'm not bringing anything else to it other than that, which is, it is what it is, and I enjoy doing that. It's part of the reading process for me. But I was thinking I would like to do something where I do I kind of do a little bit more of a dive into things. And I have done that in the past with, I was thinking about when I did for Shaketober, I think pre Shaketober, I did little very amateurish videos on various of Shakespeare's contemporaries talking about one of their works with a little bit of a kind of a bio of that person at the beginning. And I mean, it's strictly very much Wikipedia scholarship and such like that. But I was thinking that I would like to revive something along those lines of little projects for myself. It doesn't have to be a gigantic, overarching, multi-year project. In fact, I think it would be best, especially when I start out, to just do little one-off projects, because if I can pick up speed on that and do more and more of them, I should realize that it is, as I usually say in these cases, it's going to be a body of work, and necessarily you have to have a beginning for stuff like that, where you're probably going to be pretty shaky at the start. And yeah, I'm at a very nebulous stage of like what the subject matter is, what the form is going to be. It's like, do I want to do something on Canadian history? Do I want to do something on a particular literary or, just a writerly figure? Do I want to do something that's on a particular subject within books, or just a subject that strikes my fancy that I would like to do a better, deeper dive on? And at the start, I think I just want to do very light little things. I should try not to over ambition myself, but find something and then try and bang out some as just sort of a way of honing skills. It's kind of a video essay. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a video essay where I'm doing lots of editing and stuff like that. It's liable to be something that is going to dovetail with doing a vocal performance, where I am doing a vocal performance maybe with a script, maybe not, but something where I'm doing just a straight presentation, but with maybe more research, more meat behind it than what I've had at the last little while. So what's that going to be? I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of casting around and thinking about that at the moment. And I think it's one of these things where it's like, if I find a giant subject, I need to whittle it down and whittle it down and whittle it down, so it's something that can be done in a 10 or 15 minute long video. If not shorter, that would be excellent. That would be my goal. That would be my goal for this. It's slightly different than a book It's not a book review though. I'll continue doing book reviews because I'll review books that I read. More and more I don't know if I feel it as necessary to release them as videos on my public facing channel, which is maybe another reason to do something where I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be something that is going to be honed. This is going to be something that from the start is something that I would like to release into the wild with my actual name on it, and is something, well, I'm probably never going to turn I don't know if I'm going to turn the comments back on or not. At this point, it's just like I would like to be doing that just to give myself a bit of a pep, a little bit of a shift, a little bit of a push in my YouTube booktube existence. Just, something that's like not so much, not a rut, but just a little change, a little variation, I think would be nice. But also keeping in mind I have a full-time job. There's other things I want to do, but this would just be something I could work at in a slow and steady fashion. It could be something that only gets released, every, you know, 1 or 2 months apart, something like that, with all my other stuff peppered in. But this would be a little bit of a series that way. That's my thought. So I think if I can start coming up with the fan goes off. If I can start coming up with ideas, it'll just be like, okay, have a couple of ideas running, start investigating, start researching, and just get a couple of them going. And we'll see which one comes out first, and then just have a little bit of a cycle there. Because I think if I can, so there's one of these jobs where it's like, oh, I do a little bit of work each day on this, just another 15 minutes of like little work on this. That would be good. That would be good. I would appreciate. I think that would be doable. And it's like, yeah, I'm not a professional YouTuber. They can come out in a leisurely fashion. But it just is, yeah, yeah. Keep my brain active at the same time that I'm working on my voice as a instrument, and my head as some place that maybe people would like to hang out in. If I can settle it down and just take it easy on myself. If I can take it easy on myself, it will be a lot more easy for other people to hang around with me in whatever space I have. All right. So yeah, that's my thoughts, and I figured I'd do a little bit of work on that tonight, just talking it out loud, and just to keep that rolling. That okay, let's just come up with subjects. That's I think what I'm going to be, my aim for the 7th or 8th is just come up with a bunch of subjects. Don't have to decide on one necessarily, and go from there, and see what happens, because it'd be fun to experiment and have fun, which is what I always like to do on both of these channels. In a way, is to delight myself, is to have fun. All right, I've been Jay. More videos later.